Hi there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some Wildgate. So let's get into it. Alright, so at the start what you're going to want to do is, unless you're piloting, you're going to want to take a turbine out. You're going to want to get ready so that as soon as the countdown is finished, you're going out there and you're heading towards the nearest POI that is not... Basically, you're heading towards the golden POI, the epic POI, the one with epic loot, that is not the ancient vault. So in this case, it's the euphonic orbs. Now, the reason for this is because that always is the best loot, and the sooner you get to it, the sooner you get the best loot. Also, it's kind of a first come, first serve, whereas ancient vault always has loot available, and based on my experience, it gets better over time. Like, the longer you're at an ancient vault, the better the loot will be. Now let's just take a look at this. Okay, we've got some decent options here. Let's just go with the macro. Macro is never bad. It's, it works at any distance, which is nice. Like, it can work at any distance. It's not, like, super effective at close range, but it's not ineffective at close range. And that's key. Now, I didn't get as good of a cannon as I would like, so I'm gonna be not going to the ancient vault, because the ancient vault might just give me a hard point, which wouldn't necessarily be bad normally, but I need a quad cannon. We need a better cannon for our bot, because the bot is such a terrible shot. The gunner drone is so bad at firing the weapons that you really don't want him to have a one, like, the macro cannon's one big shot. You don't want that. You want it to be a couple smaller shots. Ideally, the best one for the bot is going to be the thermic cannon, because that gives him the most chances of landing a hit. Either that or the sniper, because the bots I've actually noticed are seem to be more effective with snipers, more accurate with the sniper than with the thermic, which I think is because of the sniper's projectile speed. I think, the bot aims where the enemies are, and it doesn't try to lead the enemy ship. So if the enemies are farther away, the bot needs faster projectile speeds. So the gunner drones are actually the best one is sniper for them, and then thermic, because thermic gives them the most chances of landing a hit, and thermic gives them the most chances of landing a hit, and sniper is the most likely that they'll land a hit per shot, or per chance. Like, per chance, the sniper increases your per chance likelihood of landing a hit, and the thermic gives you more chances. So either of those work pretty well. At least in my experience. It might be different, but that's what I've noticed across all of my games. Alright, let's see if we can grab this loot. Okay, kinetic shield generator. Awesome. Kinetic shield generator is not bad. It's like you get the equivalent of 2 shield generators. And also, bomb cannons being less is nice. Bomb traps being less is nice. And mines, like, that's 50% less. So their boarders who actually bring bomb traps are not going to be very effective. Like, that's half effectiveness. So it's really good to get that kinetic shield generator. It's actually quite good in my opinion. Especially if your opponents have bomb cannons. Like 50% less damage. You're literally cutting in half the damage that you're taking. And so now a good thing to do, if you have drill charges as a boarder, oh wow. A good idea with drill charges as a boarder is to use them on enemy ships' engines, but only do that if you're coming in from behind. Otherwise, you can use them on the bot's gun, because the bot's gun is the one that's consistently doing damage. So if you take that one out, that generally reduces the damage dealt the most. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, I nearly got him, but he had a beam rifle. Beam rifle one-shots mobs. In hindsight, I should have cloaked there, because if I'd cloaked, I would have been able to probably just sneak up on him. So that would have been pretty effective. But I mean, I still did some damage, so that's not bad. Yeah, as a boarder, you generally want to come in from behind, above, or below. Almost never from front on, though they did see me. However, as Moss, it's not as important. And remember, hit their things. Don't hit guns unless you're actually just doing it purely to hit their guns. Don't hit it. Don't hit the guns that they're on. Oh, wow. There, I'm not certain what happened. I get the feeling that Samo's wall hacks actually do go through if you're, like, just standing on the edge of his ship. Because otherwise there's... I mean, the only other option there is that he was probably prepared. Like I said, they were on guns. So, because they were on guns, they probably saw me incoming. And so they went off guns and then watched the entrances. And then they saw my, probably saw me. Alright. Alright. Okay, I should have shielded there. Not shielded, cloaked. I should have cloaked. But, I mean, I still got a kill, so it's okay. At 1-to-1 KD ratio. Plus, we got more players on board. We got a defense drone. Nice. Okay. Now, I'm thinking if we get a good overload... How are they flying that quickly? I don't really understand, but that's okay. Oh, they're gone. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get on board this ship. I don't think I can. Whoa! That fired right through that ship. Okay, our teammate that joined has left now, so... I don't know, we'll see. Oh, that defense drone's doing work. That defense drone is doing work. Okay, there's an artifact. Now, you almost always want to go for artifacts, especially if they spawn close by. Always be sure to tell your team to head for artifacts using the pings. The artifacts are worth 2 ship destructions, so really good. Okay. Someone's out there shooting at me. There they are. Got him. Enemy defeated. Easy peasy. Okay, now I'm gonna stay back here. Defense drone destroyed. Defense drone destroyed. I wonder what that means. I've never actually used a defense drone, so I'm not certain. The defense drone, it's just... I'm often a boarder. Because... I mean, like, I can pilot. But I feel like I'm more effective when I'm boarding. Okay, I still got him, though. So, I think we're still going to get it. It's a little bit of a fight for this artifact, but that's cool. That's what I like. There's always a fight for the artifact. Now, the artifact is claimable. However, we're kind of camping the artifact, and this is always a good strategy.
Artifact. It's been too long. Hey, I'm down. Plasma beam installed on the rear.
That's not looking good. Okay, they're coming in for the artifact. That's really not good. But I'm gonna go out there. Oh, I think someone activated. Okay, so this has happened to me a couple times, actually. I think where the ships just go flying, and I'm pretty sure that's the force, like the force generator that, like, sends a giant, like, wave, pulse wave or whatever. Okay, we're definitely gonna need to activate that. That should protect the ship a little bit. Our defense drone's not. Oh, we're healing from the Crimson Tower. Always like to see that. Okay, I think Grunge and Grits got. Oh, okay. What was that? I think Grunge and Grits got the artifact over there under control. If we get that, we basically win. Okay, there's a border on. There's someone on board, but that's okay. Still got 2 of them. And I think my attack drone actually did something as well. Okay, that's not terrible. Pretty satisfied with that. They've already got the guns under control, so I think mostly we just get that artifact over there, and yeah, we basically won. Okay, whoa. Someone trying to board my ship. No, it's not allowed. I'm sorry. This weapon is... I love this weapon. It's so cool. The new weapon they've added is really awesome. It's... I don't know if it's overpowered, because the thing is, it is a trade-off. It's only usable at medium range. So it's like, I think a shotgun probably beats it earlier, but it doesn't have a reload. So if you miss, it's okay. You can just keep firing and just keep holding the fire button, and you almost never run out of ammo. So it's just really good all around, I'd say. It's like, its main weakness is longer range. Okay, I need to overload an enemy reactor. But yeah, its main weakness is long range, because you see, long range, it literally can't even hit anybody at long range, which is why I bring the sniper rifle as Moff's, because Cloaked Moff's probably not terrible in sniper duels, but mostly it's just to be able to hit others. Oh, another Moff's has joined the team. Awesome. Let's see. I think I got a new firework. Okay, that's a pretty cool firework, sure. Oh, I can have my own little firework wheel. Cool. Alright. Here we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, early game strats, it's all about sticking with your team. If you're a pilot, like, stick with your team and head towards the Ancient Vault, because the Ancient Vault has some great loot if you can just have that. And then if you are a boarder or anything other than the pilot, just pulling out that turbine and getting ready to go towards anything that's not the... Basically anything that's not anything. The golden POI, if you check your map, there will be 2 golden POIs. Go towards the one that is not the Ancient Vault. Because it'll, in this case, that's euphonic orbs. You can see it over there.
Check this out.
Okay, that's probably not very helpful for my team. Anyway, you can see it over there. Right there. And the euphonic orbs is pretty cool. But there's also another one, which is the monolith. And then there's also the obelisk. And so all of those are great POIs. If you go towards them, they'll have the best loot. And so you should always go towards them as soon as possible at the very beginning of the game. Because if you don't, then you're going to miss out on the good loot. And, I mean, good loot for your team can make the difference between a win and a loss. Especially just over time as that damage stacks up. Now, always... Okay, let's go with the plasma beam. Plasma beam isn't terrible, but I'm going to try and get something else as well. If we can get 2 guns, that's even better. It really will depend on how good our opponents are. I mean, this is a full lobby, so chances are someone else also went there. But there's probably going to be a second piece of loot. And then once you've gotten this, immediately head towards the Ancient Vault, because once you've gotten at least 1 piece of loot... Oh, sweet, we got it. Okay. So once you've gotten at least 1 piece of loot, you should just, like, genuinely just don't go for the any other POIs. Only go for Ancient Vault. Except we literally don't have an ancient vault. Okay, I have never actually had a game without an ancient vault. That is going to be an interesting experience. You see, ancient vault is the best source of loot other than the initial starting POIs. Now, honestly, based on the amount of loot in there,
Got some friends in the distance.
I still got him. Awesome. That's one less piece of loot that they're going to have. And one more piece of loot that our team's going to have, as you saw there. And see, it's not even just about getting the most loot for your ship, though that's generally the best strategy. It's also about getting good loot for your team. Like, in general, just being able to defend that POI so that the rest of your team can get good loot is also never a bad option. However, only if you're actually convinced that you're good enough at PvP to defeat all the enemies that are going to be coming towards you. Oh, okay, so I love boarding privateers. Privateers are the best. Privateers are literally the best ship to board. How have they already damaged our... I don't understand. What? Okay, he didn't actually see me. I thought he had seen me and he was heading out. Okay, someone is boarding us.
Sneaking on board is my specialty.
There's lit...
The enemy's firing on me. An invisible over the intruder.
Booster installed
Oh,
on
you
the rear.
betcha. On help. Easy peasy.
Artifact signature detected.
Okay, I got almost all of them.
Generation detected.
Interesting. Our ship, what is our ship doing? Okay, here our ship was poorly positioned by our pilot. You'll know, I mean, no offense, Tim, this game is tough to learn. It's one of those things that takes a while to master. It's somewhat easy to learn, but also hard to master. Also, I think we had a boarder, so there was that problem as well.
Tell my fans I was epic.
Oh, wow.
Enemy on board. Watch me work. They're shooting me. On with
Okay, yeah, like I was saying, this is one of those games that's somewhat easy to learn, like, if you just play it like a standard FPS, but it's very hard to master because there's all these other mechanics and strategies that you need to learn. Like, for instance, this is not great positioning. Like, we should be positioned closer to our other teammate. You'll notice Stale Polenta is, like, really, really far away. So that means they're vulnerable and we're vulnerable.
They're shooting me. Master pilot's fine. I'm down. Mobs versus the Reach.
Okay, in that particular area, there wasn't much more I could do. I overloaded the reactor, though, and placed it in an attack drone, so you'll notice our ship is now surviving, taking a little bit less damage.
Miss me? Hey, look out. Took care of the after. Fixed.
Okay. Now, in certain instances, you just have to rely on your team being good enough to handle the boarders. And even if your ship dies, as long as you take another ship with you and some of their crew. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I liked that one. That one was like perfect timing. That was so satisfying. Like he left and then it just was like on him the gun was just on him the entire time. Oh no. Okay, I missed time for that one. Could have done better there. I should not have walked through the fire, and I should not have thrown out that attack drone so aggressively. When you see there's this ammo, it's generally advisable. Oh, there's someone on board. I did not intend to teleport right behind him. That was purely by chance. Like, normally that's not what would happen. Okay, let's see if I can make it out with this turbine. Yes, I can. And now, if I can take, maybe let's take the ship score.
Artifact signature detected.
I mean, honestly, no, guns are generally better. If we can do 10 damage, that's better than being able to take 10 damage. Being able to, here we go. Let's take a plat.
Mobs versus the Reach. Bigger and comeback story on helm.
Okay, and then actually, let's see if we can also go and get that macro cannon. So always, when your ship explodes with loot on board, always go back and take that loot. You might as well take your ship core while you're at it, but always go back and find that loot. Any shipwrecks, like anything that still has a ship core, anything like that, like just take a look around and try and find like anywhere you can spend it. Awesome. We are going to have 120 health. That's awesome. Now let's we really need to find some more cannons. Like we need the macro cannon. So I don't think this is where our ship was. A Sal invention plus 20% to all ship shields. So yeah, that's definitely not where our ship was. But always nice to have better shields. Always nice. I haven't really noticed them making too much of a difference. Honestly, I would like to see the devs, like, just buff that. Very small little thing that I have, like, it totally doesn't need to be fixed. There's a lot more the devs should be focusing on than just figuring out the shield generator. But whenever they're finished, like, figuring out everything else about this game, a little thing that I have is that the shield generators just do not feel nearly effective enough. I want to be able to make a difference with those shield generators. I want them to be like a plus 50% shields. Because the shields already are pretty weak. Like, they fall to a few shots. Okay, there's a border somewhere. Okay, there he is. It's an ion, should have known. Yeah, normally if you're a border, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with damaging their engines. But keep in mind, it does let... In fact, I've done it before. But it does let them know that they've got a border. Unless they're already taking... Unless they're already under attack. Now, I wonder... Did we have any other armaments? I feel like we had another weapon. Like another gun somewhere. Okay, with scatter cannon. Do we have a quad? Scatter cannon's still not terrible. Oh, wow, cute! What happened there? I don't even know. I like teleported in and there was just borders everywhere. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, we've got this. We've got this. Now, in terms... Why are our engines broken? Okay, that's why. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. We actually already destroyed that person, so... Okay, let's repair this hard point real quick and get 130 health. Oh, wow! We are being boarded everywhere. Okay, now in instances like this, the thing to do, you can actually kind of guard your ship. It works best as Samo, because Samo is already focusing on defending against borders. As other, now I can show you guys a really cool thing. So, you can do this. And then you can actually throw in a defense, an attack drone, if you angle it correctly. And then it can get in some... Okay, my mouse was kind of bugging out there, but I still got a kill. Still got a blast. So, awesome. And you can tell, like, I really caused a lot of chaos there. Okay, that Samo is not bad. Not bad. But, I mean, like, that's Samo's entire job. It's just making sure that borders like me can't do as much havoc. Borders will still always cause a problem. Like, borders will always be a distraction. But Samo is meant to make it so that the borders are as small of a distraction as possible. That's his entire role. Okay, I'm currently trapped, which is not good. Okay. Okay, can you overload the reactor? Okay, that we're on a blasting spree. Okay, he finally got me. Alright. I don't know how that guy's only level 11. Maybe he's got a new account. Anyway, so the thing about boarding is you'll actually notice it right there. Like, sadly, currently in its current state, it's very much like spawn camping focused. What boarding should be focused on is purely sabotage. They need to make sabotage and stealing stronger. And they need to make spawn camping less strong and less doable. Because currently, I think spawn camping on ships is not fun for boarders. I mean, it can be fun for boarders. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy spawn camping as a boarder. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was annoying. That was annoying. All right. Okay, so don't get me wrong, I like spawn camping, but when you're being boarded like this, it is so annoying to be spawn camped, and it can really ruin the new player's experience. Like, watch this. Like, it's just not even going to turn out well. Like, this is, you know this is going to mean, like, they have a very unenjoyable experience. Like, this is not what you want new players to be experiencing. Like, look at how many times they died there. What you might want new players experiencing is just a little bit of sabotage. Like, they get that kind of panic feel, but it doesn't actually end up making them feel miserable. It doesn't feel like there's nothing they can do, or like there's literally, it's impossible to defend against. Like, they should feel like, oh wow, I'm being sabotaged. Maybe new players are more distracted, more sabotaged, but like, also new players like might end up having loot stolen from them, which, I mean, they did have a bit more of a focus on stealing. Oh, wow, accidentally it tabbed there. And then also, yeah, I was just not, I mean, like, that guy was just a good Samok. He knew what he was doing. He heard the sound of the drill charge, saw the door, and so he just started spamming the doctor because he knew that's what you need to do. That is always a good strategy. Anyway, so what they need to do is they need to make boarding just like a more, basically, oh, wow. Oh, thanks for the Sal bomb trap. Oh, free bomb trap. Awesome. Anyway, so, like I was saying, I keep trying to say this, but these things just keep coming up. Okay, so, like I was trying to say. So boarding needs to be way more focused on things like installing bomb traps. Like, installing bomb traps and then running away. Like, it needs to be focused on that sort of like run and then retreat. Like, it needs to be just focused. Oh, you don't. Oh, he does. Okay. Okay, I kind of gave him back their Sal bomb trap, but that's okay. Oh, Sal bomb trap would have eliminated that guy. Why are you ramming us when they're nearly down? Okay, advice for any player: don't ram when you're down in health. It's never a good idea. Like, ramming should only be when you're up in health and you want to finish them off. Do you understood? Like, I never want to see people ramming when they're down. Because it just doesn't make sense. Like, it just means you're going to fall. And see, we won. Oh, whoops. Universal time. Okay, so, yeah, like I was saying, boarding needs to be more of a focus on sabotage, hit and run, steal their stuff. Basically, stuff like that is what boarding needs to be focused on. Okay, sweet. I got the new prospector, Charlie, so I'm gonna try her out, just see what it's like. Because Charlie is actually a focus on, like, support. So, we're gonna want the medic drone, and we're gonna want the repair drone. Rise and air beam rifle, that seems like pretty good standard loadout. Okay, yeah. Alright, so yeah, Charlie is meant to be a support class, actually. So that's a very interesting idea. Charlie is like, has instant revives, can teleport to teammates. So, lots of interesting stuff here. So hopefully we get to see some of that in action. I mean, the new weapon I was very pleased with. I haven't actually tried the healing drone. I've seen it in action, though, so hopefully we get to take a look at it. Now, we did get some new ship names, though. The thing about ship names is, like, you can customize your ship with it. It's cool. I just don't really, like... I mean, I don't really care that much about the customization as much. But, I mean, I know there are people who do, and it is still a cool feature that you can do. But, yeah, like I was saying, this is just such a key point. I know I keep saying it, but... it is a very key point that we need, that the devs kind of, we need to get on this. Boarding needs to be focused on sabotage, like only sabotage. That's what boarding's intent is. You get on there, maybe you blast a couple players, you overload the reactor, do all that stuff. And basically what you're doing there is we're doing there with boarding is you're trying to make it like a more space pirate theme, which is what Wildgate's all about. And it's very much space pirate theme to make it more sabotage, hit and run, steal their stuff. Like, it's even in the trailer, like, stealing their stuff. That one line. So, the interesting thing here, I'm gonna go try boarding them. I don't think that's a best idea, but we're nowhere near them. So, I'm gonna go board them. Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, it's just all about sabotage. That's what it needs to be. Okay, can I teleport to these? Are moths? Hey there, also moths. Man, the moths are so small and cute. Oh, what? Okay, I should place the healing drone, actually. I should place the healing drone to heal the moths. Anyway, it's cool that you can teleport right to your allies. Anyways, so... alright, I think the main thing, yeah, mostly just that, because currently, like I was saying, boarding in its current state is just not a good new player experience. And that, it actually, boarding should be, yeah, I think that's all I need to say, like, boarding needs to be there, because I think it's a big frustration players have with the game, is that there's too much of a focus. Go in there. This healing drone is actually good. Like, it's actually good. I stayed alive way longer than I should have. Without the healing drone. Okay, that was actually really cool. I should probably get out guns, honestly. But yeah, so... I think that's all I have to say about boarding. Let's just focus back on the game, yeah. Alright, sorry about that rant. It was just, it's actually something I do care a lot. You know what? I'm probably a better shot than the bot. Ignore the fact that I missed both those shots. See, I'm landing those shots. They're not crit hits, but they're shots. Also, it's weird. There we go. And that's an engine out. Well, let's see if I can get their bombs. Wait, why do they have so many bombs? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh, whoops. I was trying to do the instant revive, but this will have to do.
Versus the Reach. It's a comeback story.
Ship hull installed on the front.
Alright.
Installed.
Yeah, so far I've been really liking teleport to allies. That's very cool. I like that you're just able to teleport straight to them. Instant revive, I think, will be helpful when fighting against borders. Is anyone fighting against borders? I don't think... Here's the thing, we're on the Bastion, so nobody's gonna be boarding us.
Scatter cannon installed on the
You know what? There might be enemies over here. Maybe?
The ship is taking on too much heat.
No? There's not anything for me to do except board. Oh, wow. What is this? 5 people.
Just like the old days.
Oh, wow. Okay, I should not have survived against that Samo, but that healing drone, that's all you need. Wow. There's still literally 4 players on board that ship. Wow. That teleport to allies is so crazy. Like, there's so many crazy plays you can probably do. If you were able to revive ships, no, not ships. If you were able to revive players on enemy ships, then there would be an insane number of plays. Oh, thanks! They, Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, this is pretty cool. You can also heal from fires, I think, is how this character works. However, like... Okay, once I get to 150 meters... There we go. No! Okay. But that, I mean, yeah, just being able to teleport straight to their ship is kind of overpowered. I mean, it's also kind of not, don't get me wrong. But, like, in fleet battle, there's almost certainly always going to be at least one ally boarding in those ships. If you're with a competent team. So, you can just straight off teleport to that ally and then join them. And here's the thing. Here. You get some healing? Oh, wow. You didn't get very much healing, did you? Oh, I nearly kept him alive. I need healing. I need heals. What? Your own. That is probably an enemy trap. This weapon is just so overpowered. Okay, I nearly was able to destroy that attack thing. The weapon's just overpowered. That's all there is to it. I mean, it takes a little bit getting used to, but I'm guessing in higher level plays, it is just so overpowered. Because here's the thing. You do a little bit of damage, and then you instantly can do, I think it's a minimum of 25 damage with your grenade, and it's area of effect, so, like, the way the pacing works, it's just, like, you can do some genuinely overpowered things. Interesting. Okay. Here, tell you what, we need... Awesome. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty short match. But yeah, for sure, it's definitely fun. I'd say the only feature I've actually used with the main character is the teleport to allies. I haven't even used the insta revive. Where'd they go? I don't see them. Okay, but there might be a border. If there is a border, then I can use my instant revive. There's borders there! Yes! 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 There's borders on my ally ship! I hope. I hope. Come on. I know it's weird of me to hope that there's borders on my ally's ship, but like... Yes, yes, come on, border. I want to use my instant revive.
I imagine they are quite bothered by that. Well done.
Look, one of them died. No, I couldn't use the insta revive. I wanted to use insta revive. Okay. But yeah, all in all, pretty satisfying game. Got a lot of use out of the new weapon, that one. The resonator. So powerful. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty satisfying game, I'd say. I mean, honestly, though, that was kind of an example of what I was saying in the last game, like, boarding just being spawn camping. Because here's the thing. Like, we literally just kind of spawn camped them the entire game. And, like, see, as a group, it becomes so easy. But I don't think boarding should really be done as a... Like, maybe it can be done as a group, but it's purely sabotage. You shouldn't have to board to destroy enemy ships. You should not, in fact, overloading reactors should damage the enemy ships. I like that idea. Like, eventually you can destroy them through that, but that should not be the main way you destroy enemy ships. That should be very rare, or it should just be in conjunction with actually using your own ship. So, ships should be the way you destroy other ships. Gunners should be the ones who destroy enemy ships. And boarders should be supporting the gunners by going out and distracting your opponent's gunners and your opponent's pilots. Pilots should be the ones supporting your gunners by getting them into good position to fire and by dodging your opponent's gunners' shots, and by rotating the shields, and getting you to the correct POIs you need. And then finally, like any sort of border defense / repair, that is also to support your gunners. You defend your gunners and you make sure your gunners, and you keep your ship alive. So, yeah, basically it's all about, I think the gunners are the main way you should destroy enemy ships. And then boarding is PvP. You can have a focus on PvP as well. But that PvP should be purely to sabotage, not to destroy. Like, I'm trying to figure out a good way to fix it. Like, mostly, honestly, boarding with PvP works. Like, I like the idea that you can fight other players on the ship. Like, if you take that away, then you have a slight problem. Like, I like the idea of fighting other players on their ship. However, what I don't like is... Okay, how about this? The main thing that opponents have is... The main problem is when you stay on their ship. Like, I don't have a problem with going on their ship temporarily, because that's what boarding's all about. But boarding should not be about staying on the opponent's ship. It should be hit and run. Sabotage, right? So, in order to do that, we need to set up some sort of way, some sort of, like, timer, potentially, where you can only be on their ship for so long, and then maybe you can't teleport off, or you can... Though that doesn't really work as well, because that actually just stops the sabotage and steal thing. So... Maybe let's just increase the invulnerable respawn timer. If you're destroyed on your own ship. So if you're blasted on your own ship, then the invulnerable respawn timer should stay around when you're shooting, and it should be longer. Like, I'm just saying, like, I get that people didn't like that, but it just makes sense. Like, maybe don't have an invulnerable like, only have a very small, limited respawn timer. The current one we have that one if you were destroyed anywhere else. But if you were blasted on your own ship, you should have a much longer invulnerable respawn timer that does not go away when you fire your weapon. The reason for that is just that it will discourage players from staying on the ship. It literally means you can't spawn camp them. Because, I mean, that's the main thing about spawn camping is the invulnerable timer. But the fact that it can go away when they shoot, and it also doesn't last very long, just means that, like, in the end, it's not actually very good. Anyway, I know I've been talking a lot about boarding, but it is Wildgate's primary thing. Like, Wildgate needs a focus on that. But, I mean, I'll talk about something else now. I'm sure you guys are tired of me ranting about boarding now. By now, so,
That thing hurts.
let's figure this out. Oh, wow.
I see someone in the distance.
Find the wheel. Eyes on an enemy ship.
Oh, yeah, healing drum.
Correct them.
Now let me get a thermic. Awesome.
This ought to do something.
Okay, so something I will say about fleet battles is that fleet battles currently has too much focus on boarding. Okay. I'll stop with the boarding, but we need more of a focus on the ships. I think the ship-to-ship combat on Wildgate is actually really good. It's probably one of the most, like, I love the idea that you're boarding, you're being boarded, you're firing the guns, you're piloting your ship. Like, boarding is so fun. Like, it's an entire class, it's an entire play style. Like, we shouldn't take that all away. However, it feels like the only play style in fleet battles. Like, it feels like the only play style. Aside from that, but I mean, like, I think we can just fix that by the sabotage thing. So, honestly, what I'd really say is that boarding has... It's not that boarding, it's that the artifact needs to... The artifact needs to not end when you take it on your ship. This is an idea I came up with. Or maybe, well, I don't know if I was the one to come up with it. I think a couple people actually came up with it. But basically, when the artifact comes to your ship, it needs to not stop there. There should be 1 or 2 wild gates. Look on the map, and basically, once I respawn, I'll show you guys. Basically, like around here in this corner and here in this corner, there needs to be a wild gate in there, and that they need to bring the artifact to the wild gate. That needs to be what happens, because that will incentivize like much more ship-to-ship combat for the artifact, and it will make the artifact feel less up to chance, because currently, the way the artifact spawns, like, it actually feels very random. It feels like up to chance. Oh, wait, this was an ally's ship, wasn't it? Anyway, so like I was saying, the artifact feels very random. It just feels like, oh, they spawned close to me, that now it's all over, you know? Like, it spawned close to your opponent, so now it's their artifact. That's how... That basically is how it feels, and... Oh, wow, I got blasted, didn't I? Anyway, so it feels like it's all over if the artifact spawns next time. Like, currently, that's... Well, actually, currently, that wasn't a good example. But I've had multiple games where it's just been like, okay, there's nothing we can do. There's, like, literally nothing we can do because it spawned on their side and not ours. But yeah, so if you had them actually have to take the wild gate there, then what players could do is they could defend the wild gate. And you'd have even more focus. It would feel more in place, and it would feel more themed like Wildgate. Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, let's test out the ceiling. I'm literally not even injured. Okay, that was annoying. They stole the thermic. You know what? That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. They're not allowed to just go steal our turret. They're not allowed to just do that. That is unacceptable. And I'm going to go steal it back. That thermic had better be mine. Like, it was mine. But yeah, for instance, like, yeah, it just doesn't feel like there's... It feels like there's only a PvP focus. Rather than a ship v ship focus included with the PvP. It should be PvP both off ship and on ship is what the artifact should have. Like, it should not just be. It needs to be not purely... It needs to be not purely PvP for the artifact off the ship, but it needs to also have some PvP with the ships. Because that's what's unique about Wildgate. What's unique is not the FPS combat, because so many other games have FPS combat, like off ships. But having FPS combat on and off ships, that's what's unique about Wildgate, and that's what makes it special. And I genuinely think the devs need to emphasize that more in the fleet battles. Because fleet battles is all about PvP. So if you're going to be showcasing the PvP mechanics of Wildgate and like how cool the PvP of Wildgate is, then you need to really showcase the coolest part of the PvP in Wildgate. Should have placed a healing drone there. Healing drones are actually really good in combat, I've noticed. I feel like as Samo, they'd be even more overpowered because he has even more health. Oh, wow. Borders! Borders! Do we have borders? Can I heal my teammates? Ah, yes! And there we go. No! Did they just blast even more of our players? Okay, okay. Awesome, though. Like, instant revive. That's so cool. A bomb trap. You know what? I tell you what. Oh, wow.
Destabilized.
Okay. I messed up there. I was doing something else. I wasn't paying attention.
Reactor health low. Who knows?
Alright, yeah, this is gonna be our final game.
Enemy target.
Damage. One turret.
Tougher than
Engine compromised.
What is going on here? There you go. And you're back.
At the reactor.
Warning. I'm exploding. Everybody out.
Not terrible. I mean,
Coming in hot.
5 to 7 isn't a terrible KD ratio.
Love flying this thing.
Like, also, this isn't a dedicated boarding character. I've just noticed that, like, it's actually not bad at boarding. I think it's mostly just the weapon and then the healing drone. Like, I mean, I think combat drone, the attack drone's probably better. But then again, I don't know, because healing drone keeps you alive longer. Like, inherently, the player does the most damage. Like, the player is the person who's doing the most damage. So, if it's a choice between eliminating another player or keeping yourself alive, honestly, keeping yourself alive seems like a pretty good option. Okay. I was hoping I could insta-revive them. That's okay. Alright. Bold Venture is going to be boarded. Because here's the thing. The privateer. What you need to do here. Hear me? Heal me?
Enemy ship infiltrated.
Heal me! Oh! Okay.
I'm down.
Oh, but somebody else is boarding them. Awesome.
That I was epic. A lot. The master pilot's flying.
Quad cannon installed on the front.
Challenge failed.
I've never gone long.
Okay, now you will notice I didn't go back to the wreck of our ship like I did in the one other game to retrieve loot. And the reason for that is because our ship simply didn't have very good loot, in my opinion. And then also, this is a bit more of a casual game. I'm not even really trying to win. I just am, like, testing out the new futures and seeing how I can board. Because it's a new character, so I'm just interested in seeing... Oh, can I help out this teammate?
Artifact signature detected.
Someone's got eyes on the artifact.
Hey there. You need some help? Okay, that's...
My energy has returned to
We were up against all of them. I don't know. We had bad luck there. Ooh. Okay, but Bold Venture, seriously, we need to target Bold Venture because they're at such low hit points. Like, boarding Bold Venture is going to be the play, I think. I can just camp the reactor. Last time I got a little unlucky and they spotted me early enough, but there's a trick you can do when you're boarding privateers. And basically, privateers, I don't have drill charges, so I can't do the thing where you attack the gun deck. Oh, wow. Okay, sweet. However, I can do the thing where you overload the reactor. And then you stand just over here, and you blast anyone who comes in. Okay, that's it.
Installed on the front.
How do you do that? Okay. It didn't work as well because they saw me. If they hadn't seen me, then I could have probably gotten a free couple more blasts. Let's see. Okay, fire. That's really not a problem. Alright. Now, see, Bold Venture, like, this is the strat. This is the strat. 2 of us against Bold Venture. Oh, wow, something just
Turret stolen.
serious damage.
Company's coming for our reactor.
High damage.
Oh, wow.
I've overgone.
Okay, we still had victory. Awesome. I'm not certain. Did we destroy yet another ship?
Fit for a legend.
I feel like we probably just eliminated enough other players. That makes sense to me. Alright, well, GG's everyone. Alright. Anyway, it's been great playing Wildgate, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so I'll see you in the next one.